So welcome, Chef Ahmad Aldeghn, to Pass It On. Pass It On is our platform here at Winnow for chefs and hospitality leaders who are leading the fight in food waste to come and share their story. You're joining me all the way from Norway, where you're currently working as executive chef at Radisson Blu Plaza Hotel in Oslo. And I'm super excited to have you here. I've heard you've been doing some really interesting things to reduce food waste, particularly breakfast waste. And I can't wait to hear more about it. But yeah, I've got
Yeah,
some.
thank you so much for having me here. It's a great honor and opportunity to be representing my hotel at your platform. We collaborate with you and we work together for quite some time now. And
Yeah,
it's been really a great journey of reducing food waste with Winnow.
great to hear. Yeah, I'm going to dive into the questions. So the first question is, can you take me along your culinary journey and what inspired you to become a chef?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the Middle East, and we have a good culture for food. We use a lot of spices, and we get so creative when it comes to Arabic cuisine. From city to city, people changes recipes, do things differently, and get so creative with the ingredients they have. Also, the ingredients themselves are fresh, organic, and all sorts of products you can find around that region. So I think that's why it's such a rich cuisine. Uh, I would say at home, I used to criticize the mom's food a lot when I was a kid, and they thought I have a good taste buds. And yeah, when I wanted to choose my study, I thought I wanna do something that has to do with food and beverage, and yeah, and then I started studying to be a chef, got educated as a chef, and then took my bachelor in hotel management.
Amazing. So you went to, where was the culinary school? Where did you go?
The culinary school that I went to was in Latakia, my city back in Syria, and my bachelor education I got here in Norway from Oslo.
Amazing.
Mm.
And yeah, you said a lot about spice. What
Mm.
is your favorite kind of spice then?
I would
Arabic.
say then cinnamon, cardamom, star anise. These spices are
God, I
so
love.
powerful. Perhaps not together, but
Yeah,
I mean they're so good.
definitely.
And I think my favorite dish when I was a kid was shawarma. It's
Yeah.
pretty popular also around the world and in the UK. And they use tons of spices, maybe 12 spices in this dish for marinating the meat overnight. So yeah, I like spices. I like blending spices and roasting spices, and
Do
it's
you
quite nice.
like chili as well, or is it more these?
I like definitely. I do like chili to a certain level. I'm not
Yeah.
a huge chili person, but I like it. Of course, a little bit of spiciness in anything. Almost, it just gives it that extra hit. So definitely,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've recently got into chili more. It's kind of like addictive.
yeah. Go
But I
ahead.
have the more spice. Yeah,
Yeah, I
also.
mean, if you can tolerate it,
Yeah,
go for it. It's good.
perfect. Thanks for that
Of
answer.
course. So yeah, I started working as a chef in Syria. Traveled a little bit around the world with my work, which made me also love it more. That I get the opportunity to travel.
Yeah,
Lived in Qatar for quite some time, Dubai, Mauritius, France, and now in Oslo. So yeah,
amazing. You've been everywhere.
yeah.
And then the next question is, if you could have one final meal, what would it be?
That's I read that question and I thought it's not fair. It's
It isn't a fair question.
it's not fair. I mean, with 15 years in the industry, I've been through maybe all the kind of cuisines that exist that I love, and I have, let's say, my top three in every cuisine in 10 cuisines, and now I have to choose one. But I have to go back to my roots. I have to choose something that I used to eat back home.
Yeah,
It's a rice dish with eggplant. It's called eggplant upside down for some reason.
I
And
love eggplant.
lots of spices. Eggplant is really tasty when you treat it right, and rice. And yeah, I mean, it's a dish that I'd say my mom used to make for us. And It's
What
really
is
popular.
what is the dish called? Sorry.
It's called eggplant upside
Eggplant.
down.
Oh, it's literally called eggplant upside down.
Yeah, that's the dish name, and it doesn't have. It's just I think a direct translation from Arabic, so it
Yeah,
doesn't really. It's not so popular, I think, even outside the Middle East. But it is quite close dish to my heart. I would like to eat that.
amazing. I'm trying to Google it now. It looks
Yeah,
really interesting, actually.
it
Um,
does. It does. It's a lamb. It's a lamb dish. We eat a lot of lamb in the Middle East.
yeah.
Uh, Slow cooked. Perhaps overnight, if possible, and
Yeah.
then the meat is torn apart, and that's the base of the dish. And then comes a layer of eggplant that has been overnight soaked in salt and then deep fried.
Oh, wow.
After being passed in flour mix, flour and spices, and then you have the rice that has been cooked with onion, garlic, lots of spices, fresh tomatoes, um, and then yeah, you build up the dish like I think they build biryani in the Indian cuisine with
Yeah.
layers.
No, I'm looking at it. It's like it's quite tall. It's quite
It is,
it's
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
pie. It's pretty big.
It
Um,
looks almost like a cake
yeah, it
sometimes.
does. No, I'm actually Filipino and we have an eggplant dish as well.
Yeah.
It's called tortang talong, but
Mhm.
it's like an eggplant omelette. But it's like really smoky eggplant flavor. It's one of my favorites as well. So I'm glad you chose an eggplant dish.
Yeah, it's good. I like chicken adobo. It's my favorite from
Yeah,
the Filipino cuisine.
I
It's so
know.
good. Yeah.
Also one of my favorites. But
Yeah.
yeah, my answer to that question changes all the time. So
Right?
perfect. Thank you. And then the next question is, was there a particular moment that made you rethink how food waste is managed?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of moments in my career, to be honest. And if I want to start by working in huge hotels, Four Seasons, Intercontinental, Shangri-La, and now at Radisson with so many rooms and a lot of events, and seeing that amount of food produced, the tons of and tons of food that I have produced together with my team in every outlet, just made me always think and rethink like what we're doing with the extras, who can eat this,
Yeah.
how can we not waste that. But in a way, it's the operations is so busy. I understand when chefs tell me that we don't think of food waste actually,
Yeah.
because they have got so many deadlines, so many requirements, a lot of guests to please,
Mm.
and then they could totally forget about it. But it's so important. Here in Radisson, we're very occupied of sustainability. We
Yeah.
take constant initiatives to reduce food waste and reduce CO2 and help contribute in protecting the environment. And one of our initiatives was the collaboration with the Winnow.
Hmm.
Um, and we have managed. When I started the process, I could never have imagined that we would reduce food waste with over 60%.
I
It,
know.
it was unreason. Like I would never think this is real. And then the ideas, the recipes, the ways of helping us to reuse the leftovers from Winnow was very creative and innovative, and really we're so happy with this achievement. And we are 7 Radissons in Oslo only, so
Mm.
our hotel is the biggest hotel, if I can say, and we have passed the knowledge to all the other Radissons,
Oh,
and we
really?
speak and we
Amazing.
spread the word about Winnow and how much it helped us. So yeah, I mean, I guess chefs can be sometimes blind about food waste because, and I understand them. But I hope that anyone hears or sees this can get it as a wake up call, because we really have to take action.
Definitely. Like 60%, 60, I think it was 67%
Yeah,
reduced
exactly.
had in not that long, was it? Do you remember?
No, under a year.
Yeah, like that's such a big achievement.
It is.
Congratulations. But yeah, could you tell me a bit more about how you achieved that? What kind of recipes were you coming up with, or what kind of
Oh.
changes did you make?
So basically, we started first with the baseline where we just did what we always done. We set up the systems. We got training from Winnow. From Winnow sent us two managers who works for you, that came and trained us on the system. Basically,
Mhm.
we've done the training. We have done the training, and it was quite easy to use, I would say, the system. And we just had a baseline time where we could just throw the food like we used to do, and without any changes. And then after a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, if I remember right, they came back to us with the results of and the findings of what we're throwing away.
Yeah,
And there it started. The magic started, and then we start to
magic.
see, with this you can do this way, that you can do that way.
Yeah,
And myself, I mean, as an executive chef with 15 years of experience, at the start, I rejected the idea that
yeah,
I have food waste. I wouldn't accept it. My pride wouldn't allow me to say, yes, I do have food waste. Yes, I do have extra production. But yeah, I do.
yeah.
Uh, you know, so it's a scale, it's a AI camera set up on top of it, and it takes pictures and weigh, and then gives you the results. There is nothing more
Amazing.
transparent than that.
You're like a salesperson for Winnow. You're describing it perfectly.
Yeah, you to hire me. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, chef.
So we basically first, I would say, bread. The amount of bread we were throwing away, the end of the baguette, the end of the sourdough, the leftover croissant, pain au chocolat, all the pastries that you can think of. We assemble them in a basket and during the breakfast, and then we throw them away. And then
Really?
we realize how many hundreds of kilos is that at the end of the month. Then
Yeah,
we got loads of recipes from Winnow and how can we really use that bread. And then we reused it. And guess what? The dish that we made out of it, the bread pudding, is the most selling dish on the breakfast.
really.
Yeah.
So, what
And it
exactly?
costs nothing.
What was the dish? Sorry, the bread, like a
A
bread.
bread pudding. So we take the bread, we mix it up in a big industrial machine that we have in the pastry kitchen with the help of our pastry chef, and then we just add a little bit of, sugar, a couple of other ingredients just to give it a little bit more of a taste, and then we bake it, and then add some chocolate sauce on top, some fresh seasonal berries, custard, white chocolate, and
Ama-
then it's really popular.
Amazing. And to think you were throwing it all away.
Right?
Well, like, it's actually crazy. Some of the stories I hear, like you throw away everything, and then suddenly it becomes like you said, the best selling.
And the best part also about it is that, like, we throw away a lot of peeling for ananas, let's say, for pineapples,
Hmm.
and at the same time, we serve juice at the breakfast and at the lunch. So we took these pineapples and made the juice out of it. You know,
Yeah,
like cooked it and make infuse it exactly
from the peels, the
from
peel.
the peels.
Yeah,
And then we could use that at the breakfast and lunch. And then we don't have to buy any more juice because we've created the juice for free almost. And
yeah,
then we cut the cost of the other juice that we were buying for, I don't know, 30
amazing.
kroners per liter. And we need 100 liters. So it's a win-win, you see.
Yeah, amazing.
Mm.
No, I've tried this pineapple. I think it's like pineapple tea, pineapple juice,
Yeah, yeah.
and it tastes so good. At first, I was skeptical. I was like, "This can't taste good," but then when you actually try it, like, it's really nice.
Who would
Um,
have thought like pineapple skin, some ginger, and some honey would make such a good
yeah,
drink? Yeah,
it's like I think it's a traditional Mexican drink as well.
yeah. Yeah.
The the fermented one.
Fermented, yes, yes. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Is it kombucha or something?
And then the one with pineapple skin, I think is called tepache.
I
Um,
guess so.
but yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's a really amazing flavor. And
the most important, I mean, there's a couple of important aspects about Winnow for me, and I know it will help other chefs out there. But you could never know how much lack of control you have until you get Winnow because I'm here for 8 hours. The kitchen
yeah,
is working 24 hours. So I'm only here for I don't know, quarter, one third of the time of the day. And I don't know what's happening when I'm not here. And by Winnow capturing every single thing dropped in the garbage for me, I can just go and check what has been happening, what's going on, and then track where overproduction is in the kitchen. Yeah.
amazing. And was there anything that really surprised you then? Was it the bread or? anything that stood out from the data?
I think some of the most expensive items we use on the breakfast is egg and bacon.
Yeah,
And after 1 month of baseline, I have had egg and bacon thrown in the garbage every single day.
really. Mm,
And I just couldn't think of like I couldn't think of I had to think, I mean, of a way to stop that. Like I needed to get this sorted right away. I could not put this on my conscience and go home feeling good. I have thrown egg and bacon every single day for 30 days.
true.
I try to not to think of the other days before I got the system, but
No.
yeah, there was a lot of surprising facts. And then when you get, when you throw a little bit of egg today, and it's just a kilo of egg, like, okay, what can
Yeah,
I do? We missed overproduction this much only. It's not a big deal. But then you look at it at the end of the month,
yeah.
and then you
Well,
multiply that by 12, and then you calculate what you would potentially have after 1 year, and
mhm.
then the numbers start to scare you.
It is scary. Like
Mm,
little by little, it doesn't seem much.
mm,
Um, but yeah, when it's all in one number, you can't hide. It's in your
100%,
face.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then moving on to the next question, what would you say your ingredients for success are?
Yeah, I think it's pure hard work. I mentioned earlier I maybe had a talent for food when I was a kid, and I liked always criticizing food. And but that's not enough. I think hard work is really the key. You should never give up if you have a passion for something,
Yeah,
and then it will pay off eventually at some point in your career. Mm.
that's very good advice. It will always pay off eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Thank you. And was there anything else you say to get to executive chef? Hard work.
I believe that you need to assess your skills and then see what you lack. Be
Yeah.
honest with yourself. Be open. I knew from the start that I have not had maybe education when it comes to my culinary journey. And as soon as I got the opportunity in 2021, I proceed with my bachelor studies, and it is really a huge
Yeah.
improvement and transfer in my knowledge, the way I see things, how I organize myself, how I get stuff done,
Yeah.
and then also you get an updated perspective of what the industry is all about. You're not here just to make food. There's a greater cause. There's an experience you're creating for a family, for a business. All your clients are have different needs, have different requests, and how to supply to all of that with it. It's really magical. I mean, it's a huge industry.
Yeah, it is. It's always good to put yourself in new positions and learn as well.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think being honest with yourself, see what you like, work on it, and get out of your comfort zone. I know we hear this every day now on social media, and then it's like we all know it, but who's doing it? I
Hmm.
mean, you should go out and do it. Yeah,
It's flooding on social media. We have
yeah,
to we have to do it ourselves. Perfect. Thank you for those answers.
yeah.
And then the next question is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received and who shared it with you?
I mean, I've gotten a lot of great advice in my career. I've not always been walking on the right path. I've always missed a couple of steps and forgot what my goal was. So I guess the best piece of advice that I got when I was furious and sous chef standing in the kitchen with the heat and having a very short temper is when my GM
Yeah,
from Four Seasons, Doha, Shadi Suleiman told me. Remember what your goal is. What's your ultimate goal? What was your dream? Why did you start
yeah,
in the first place? Don't just think of what's going on right now and look like under your feet in a way. So I
mm,
think this is really a great advice.
Amazing. And what is the reason that you started?
The reason I started is I'm a social person. I like to be in the busy places, in busy gatherings, and live in the city or in the city center. And I always felt very good with people. You know, I like to, where I lived in the neighborhood I lived. I like to give services and help people, and I was very, I think, helpful person growing up.
Yeah,
I go with my family to restaurants or with friends, and I really like the fancy sort of lifestyle and approach you get there, how you're treated. They pull your chair out for you, you
yeah,
sit. How can I get your order? You know, like old style service. I remember going to the Meridian, and it's a French chain, and I mean the level of service. They pour you your coffee, so I just liked it. I liked the lifestyle. That's what I liked first. And then I thought, okay, now I need to make a career out of this thing that I like and that I probably have a passion for when it comes to food. And then
yeah,
I started working as a chef. And then my dream, to be honest, like if I want to answer my previous GM question, my dream was to be an executive chef
yeah,
maybe 5 years ago. But every step I got in closer to it, I start to think a bit bigger. I start to have more dreams. So my next dream is to be a hotel manager or a general manager, and then
yeah,
after that to be probably a chain manager or a CEO. I mean, I like to set high goals to myself, and then let's see how it goes. But I've
amazing.
always wanted to create experiences for people. I've
Yeah,
always wanted to, like we say at Radisson, create memorable moment for people who would go back home and say, "Wow, we've had that amazing meal or that amazing experience at this hotel, and this chef or that bartender have given us like really nice cocktails and food, and you know, just creating memories for people. It's so pleasant for me."
yeah. No, I do miss that feeling sometimes of
Yeah.
creating the memory. But hopefully this I'm creating memory here. I'll
Come
pass.
visit our hotel.
Yes. Definitely. No, I love that advice. Thank you for sharing. And the next question is, what challenges have you faced in your journey and how did you overcome them?
Hmm. I mean, there is a lot of challenges, to be honest. I mean, people look for a dream job always, and
Yeah.
everybody talks about it, especially nowadays. It's so trendy. You could be in your 20s, 20 years old, and you want to get your dream job already. I think you could get it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not not possibility, but it's a bit rare. So you gotta be patient. And I've always had this idea that I wanted my dream job, but then realized later that no, you gotta work so hard. You gotta make so many mistakes and feel so many times that, oh, you failed. You've done a terrible
Yeah.
choice. And then eventually you'll get there. So I think challenges was I was too ideal maybe in the start. I wanted to get this perfect results right away.
Hmm.
But that's not possible. Nobody can get that. I think you got to work hard. You got to earn it. So yeah, I think the mindset is so important for my fellow and colleagues and chefs that are a bit young to remember that it's not so easy.
Yeah.
And always I've been tempted or challenged by the idea that I'm working right now at this hotel, everything is going sort of alright. But what if I go to the other hotel, or what if I move to the next city? You know, the grass is not always greener on the other side, like they say. And
Mm.
after a couple of times, I realized like I'm here right now. I've gotta make the most of out of it. I gotta get something done. I gotta achieve something at this property that I'm working in right now. So I guess yeah, impatient I would say.
Yeah.
This was one of the biggest challenges, and yeah,
It's true. It's really hard to know what to do with your life.
yeah,
I realize. But yeah, no, I think that's good advice and
Mm,
given earlier as well. That to
yeah.
work hard and yeah, I think if you work hard, like you will get there eventually.
Yes, you will. You will. I mean, challenges are everywhere. There is no matter what position you're in. You can be a cook, you can be a general manager, you can be an HR or a finance. You know, you will always have challenges. You're dealing
Yeah,
with people, with guests, with thousands of different opinions and perspectives and many different cultures. So you can't agree all the time. You
yeah,
can, you know, so you will face challenges, and when you face a challenge, try to separate your emotions and separate your feelings from that challenge. Try to focus more on how can I get this solved?
yeah,
How can we sort this out? What did I learn from this? How can I turn this into an opportunity to learn? Rather than think, oh, this is so stressful. I want a more calm, cool work environment. I mean, there is no such thing.
But yeah, no, I think it kind of links to your best piece of advice. That if you have that goal, then um it's kind of worth all the stress. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe I'm just making stuff off, but
No,
like
if you,
if you have that goal, then it'll be worth all the challenges, and
yeah.
like you can see what you want in the end. Um,
100%, yes. I mean, it every time you achieve one step closer towards your dream, it is so pleasant. It
yeah,
feels really, really, really good. It's a feeling that it's an undescribable feeling.
yeah,
You need to experience it and see how it is. And I'm sure you have done many out there. I myself have had that feeling, and it's magical. You just gotta keep pushing and then also enjoy your little achievements here and there until you
yeah.
reach your ultimate dream.
And I feel like this applies to food waste as well. Like if you keep if you keep pushing and pushing, you'll get there with
Right.
with food waste as well. Like it might seem
Mm,
like a big task at first, but it's actually not, and
mm.
we'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, if we try a little bit, our neighbor hotel try a little bit, a different company nearby also try a little bit. All of the sudden, all of Oslo, then all of the UK. You know, we need to. It's a team thing. I mean, everybody has to participate.
Yeah, very true.
Uh,
Thank you for that. And then next question is, what drives you?
mm. I guess I have I have a passion for this. I chose this career for a reason. I don't think it's a career you can do just for the sake of earning money or for making a living. Of course, that's a part of it, but you've got to have a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up every day motivated. I don't feel motivated every day, to be honest. Of course,
Yeah.
nobody is, but in general, I'm quite motivated. I want to come
Yeah.
to work. I want to create this experience for some people. I want to manage. I want to reduce food cost. I want to create memorable moments. I want to create a journey for my client through the dishes and the courses that they're eating in my restaurants.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy this, you know. So this drives me and makes me motivated. I don't think I need a lot of motivations from my management. You know, I feel like I got that happening already on inside of me because I'm doing what I like and the things that I have passion for. I don't have passion for 100% of my job, but I have a passion for a part of it. That
Yeah.
is, you know, there's a lot of other things that I deal with that I don't really enjoy, but it's part of the job. So
Yeah.
you can't have it all 100% how you want. But I try to focus on what I enjoy from the work, put all my energy there, and then
Yeah.
put a bit less energy on the things that I don't kind of
Yeah.
enjoy. Mm.
It's true.
Mm.
Thank you for that. And then last few questions actually.
Yeah.
But what is your proudest achievement in reducing food waste?
I mean, it could sound like an advertisement right now, but it's not. Honestly, I've never reduced food waste like I did here with Winnow. So I must say it's here.
Yeah. Amazing. Great.
So
Great.
I've had a couple of meetings happening here in my hotel and in my office where other people came from other parts of the city and different properties. And wanted because they heard we produce over 60% of food waste, 67%, like we mentioned, and they wanted to understand how is that possible. So by explaining to them I was
Yeah.
really, really proud of my hotel, my management team, who decided to take this initiative and invest in it because it is an investment.
Hmm.
And of myself and my team that really took this very seriously and acted on it. So this was really a proud moment, and we even put signs on the buffets and in the lobby and the elevators on the screens, telling our guests how much we have reduced and how many initiatives we have taken towards sustainability. So it's really a great moment of my career.
Amazing.
I've always imagined the greatest moment of my career is when I have won a competition or have a Michelin star or something, but it wasn't actually.
It's
So
this. To be fair, I think, yeah, this is just so impactful for the environment. Like it gives you a sense of fulfillment, um,
yeah,
that, yeah, like you said, might mean more than other achievements.
yeah. Helping the planet is
Yeah,
feels great. Yeah.
perfect. Thank you. And what's the most important tip you'd give to chefs aiming to reduce food waste in their kitchen?
Yeah, I've been in your shoes. I've been in your situation where I have been so occupied with operations, haven't thought for a second about food waste, and just thought of it as part of the job. It had to be done.
Yeah.
And I think uh, maybe I've not done this. I mean, my advice to you is something that I haven't done myself. I got help from Winnow, which was my wake up call. But for you, maybe step out of your operations, take
Hmm.
a step back, separate yourself from the pressure of operations, from the rush of the service, and take a step back. Look at your outlet, look at your kitchen, and see how much food is in the garbage bin there is for food waste, and multiply that by 30, multiply that by 12 uh, on the number of kilos that you think is in the bin, and see how much are you impacting per day,
Yeah.
per month, per year, the environment. And really, you can make a difference if you take an action. So it's really important. It's more important than you think. We don't have to study as chefs sustainability and be expert in it, but we see on the news, we see everywhere how our planet is suffering and how it's so important that we take initiatives, and we are in control as chefs for thousands and thousands of kilos of products, for millions of kroners or euros, you know.
Yeah.
So you have a very important position in the society. You're not an ordinary person that is buying 1 kilo tomato from the supermarket. You have a status and place in the society, and with power comes responsibility. So you've got to take action. That
It's
is my advice.
amazing advice.
Mm,
Thank you for that.
perfect.
Um, and then this was a bit of a fun one, but what would you say your tastiest zero waste tip is? Is there anything that you've done that's really tasty that was unexpected?
Yeah, something that I like create. Yeah, yeah. I think our bread pudding
Yeah.
is amazingly good. Like, I don't eat sweets so often. I'm not a sweet person, but this bread pudding I can really dig into in the morning and have a couple of bites, feeling guilty that I'm eating maybe
Breakfast
a lot of
dessert.
sweets and stuff, but it is really really good. So it's such a good it's such a good dish. I mean, we do also deal with a lot of meat, and meat has a lot of offcuts. So we do from the bones of the tuna, for example, we scrub all the meat out that normally goes in the
Wow.
bin, and we tuna tartar, put that,
Yeah.
we make tuna, marinated tuna, and put it inside the sushi roll. So it's a really great dish. It's perfectly good tuna that normally chefs just take the fillet and then, throw everything else in the garbage.
Amazing. I'm tempted to come over.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I've never been, so I'd love to come visit one day.
Yeah, great city, Oslo.
Amazing. And then last question here, actually. Are there any books, podcasts, or apps that you would recommend to chefs looking to be inspired?
I followed, I think, Jamie Oliver since I was young, and I think my uncle Firas is the first person who buys me a book during his traveling, and then Jamie Oliver was the first chef that I read for, and I have a lot of books of him. Right now, I'm doing my own book actually, so
Really? Amazing.
to be to be honest. So yeah, I'm
When
really
is
proud of
the
that.
when is the release date, or is it
I
still
think it will be in 2027 because I'm doing
okay?
it together while I work and I take my masters, so I don't have so much time for it. But I try to put a couple of recipes a week, so it's
Amazing.
gonna be 100 recipes book.
Wow. Is it going to be
Yeah.
zero waste kind of orientation as well?
I must include part of that. Definitely, it is. I mean, in the book, you see recipes where you go on the first page, and then you see a recipe of a certain product, and then the next page is another recipe from the leftovers of that these ingredients. So yeah, I am a bit focused on the
Amazing.
food waste.
That would be really cool. I need to steal
Yeah,
your recipes as well.
definitely.
Sounds good.
I hope so. You will get a book, of course, when it's ready.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I also like a Netflix show that is called Chef's Table. I guess
Yes.
it's quite nice to hear people's stories and see how they create recipes. It's magical.
Amazing. Thank you for those.
Mm,
But yeah, that wraps up all the questions I had for you, and thank you for joining.
amazing. Thank you so much for your time, and it's been a pleasure.
Yes, I had a good time, and speak to you soon.